Have you ever tried looking up something on the internet simultaneously with a friend to see if you get the same results? I did, and you won't. This is why. The data we deposit on the cloud via social media and apps shapes the information we receive from the world. So as Eli Pariser says on his book, The Filter Bubble, you would get what the Google algorithm thinks is best for you, and someone else might be getting something totally different. When we looked it up, we looked up the term New York City. My friend got information about the floods in New York City, and I got information about tourism in New York City. Why does this happen? This happens because the algorithm shapes up our whole personality on the internet. This is called online personalization, and it serves to isolate people in informational bubbles. This sometimes helps, most of the times help us, but how does it really affect our life? The algorithm ends up shaping the way we think, and not only for consumption purposes, because of course, big companies own our data for advertising purposes, but it also affects our primary source of news, which is social media and the internet. And this ends up being a threat to democracy. Why is this? Because democracy relies on having an informed population, a population that can see from one another's point of view, and that doesn't happen when we are enclosed in our own parallel, separate universes of information. It also relies on having a common source of facts, arguments, and understanding. And that didn't happen, for example, on Twitter when the Capitol attack happened, or the Black Lives Matter movement happened, or when we were discussing women's rights. As a consequence, people are less and less tolerant to different point of views. And of course, if we're living in an information and ideological bubble, it will be harmful for our social interactions. We will feel more comfortable surrounded by the same ideas. And it happened to me when I realized that my conservative friends weren't showing up in my Twitter timeline, and I was just being surrounded by same opinions as me. And all this obviously affects the way we encounter new ideas and information. There's no more space for insight, for bright encounters, and for learning experiences. So we have to remember that the information we put up there shapes the information we receive. And it makes us live in a filter bubble of information that makes the social media, our social media, be a one-way mirror that reflects our own interests and makes it more harder to accept new ideas, to accept new information, and to be open to receive it and make an exchange of it. Thank you so much for listening.